My name is Ken Reedy and this is my wife Joy. I and Joy have been involved in community affairs for a long time in Hampton Park. Firstly, I joined the Fire Brigade when it first started and I was only 15 when I was joined. And I was in the Fire Brigade for 50 years and I retired when I was 65. The other things I've been involved in is the football club, which first started in our front paddock on the dairy farm. I'm still involved in the local Progress Association, which I'm a life member. I'm also a life member of the Fire Brigade and the football club. We are involved in the United Church in Hampton Park and their various organisations. I've been involved in most organisations in Hampton Park, mainly because my parents before me were very involved in community affairs, and I sort of followed suit.
Reedys were I suppose, the main movers of socials and any other gathering of residents that went on there, whatever the excuse might be. And Ken was, at those early days, was just after leaving school, I suppose. Was involved, very heavily involved in anything that took place.
So he put his hand up and said, well, I'll try and get a what's-name to go, start a Hampton Park, Lyndhurst Hampton Park footy club up. Well, which he did because he took Neville with him. And of course they started the team up, and of course he had to play football, Neville had to play football, and he had to get the other farmers and market gardeners to form a team and play that year. So while they were doing that, they had to find a ground. And they went to this Mr. Booth out there at Hampton Park where the ground is now, and they bought, the Progress must have bought the land off him, and it was only a paddock. So they had to play football on the paddock for a year until they got it all done up.
Hi, I'm Vanassa Gerdes. I've known Ken Reedy for a long time. Ken is a member of the Hampton Park Progress Association, and he's also a life member at the Hampton Park Football Club and the CFA in Hampton Park. As a favour to Ken Reedy, when Elaine Mills passed away, he asked if I could be the secretary at Robert Booth Reserve. You can't say no to Ken. You look at Ken and you've just got to do it. I became the secretary on Robert Booth Reserve, and in that time Ken has shown me new skills and I've learnt so many things about the ground and how things were done in the past and how things should be done in the future, and he's a wonderful support. I think he's a great person to have on your team, and his lovely wife Joy of course makes beautiful sponge cakes, and I'm happy for her to bring them to any meeting that I go to.
G'day, I'm Matt Harry, Uniting Church Minister at Hampton Park. I've known Joy and Ken Reedy now for about 8 years. Joy and Ken have been stalwarts of the Hampton Park Uniting Church congregation for a long, long time. Joy is such a fantastic lady, everybody loves her. She is so caring and compassionate. If Joy notices that she hasn't seen somebody for a couple of weeks, she'll always give them a call, see how they're going, and if they're in hospital or need some assistance in any way, she'll always offer to help out. She's just a lovely person and she's so welcoming to everybody who is new to our congregation.
Ken Reedy is a foundation member of the Hampton Park Fire Brigade, and he's always been a gentle giant of the brigade, never a bad word about anybody, always willing to lend a hand in his younger days, but now Ken's pushing on. But he's always been there as that calming influence on the brigade, and if we ever need anything, Ken's always been there for us at the Hampton Park Fire Brigade.
In 1952 I married this lovely lady standing beside me and we've been married for 60 years. And we are now celebrating that occasion. That behind every good man is a good woman, and I've certainly am a great woman, because I would be out nights at meetings and things 4 nights a week and she'd be home rearing 4 children. So I mean, it made it possible for me to be out so often with enjoy home looking after the kids.
Yes, I've supported the children in their schools and helped out wherever needed in those times. I fell for this handsome man when I was only very young, so we've had a long many years together.